इति काले केशवः संहारकाले रुद्रस्तु भोगकाले महेश्वरः योगकाले सार्धातु ज्ञानकाले तु बिन्दुकः काले तु नादात्मा च आज्ञाकाले तु शक्तयः शिवकाले विशेषन्तु च ईशानोक्तकर्मा शिवमूर्तिः शक्तिमूर्तिर्नादात्मा बिन्दुमूर्तिकः सदाशिव महेशान रुद्र केशव वेदसाम् listen. Shiva manifests as his Naratattvas, simultaneously, spontaneously, synergistically. As the Spurana overflowing, Shiva Murthy, Sutta Shiva, pure Shiva, who is Nishkala and Sakala. His will out of his grace, Ishana, Anugraha, out of his Anugraha, in his Anyala, the will, he manifests as Shakti. In his Dvanikala, where whole universe is in the form of pure sound. Just sound, nada, during that space, he manifests as Nadatma, then during the time of pure life, Kala. He manifests as Bindu Murti. That Bindu Kala is also called as Jnana Kala, the pure oneness. During the time of pure oneness, Jnana Kala, he manifests as pure light. Bindu Murti. Then during the Yoga Kala, the space of union, he manifests as Sada Shiva. During the Yoga Kala, enjoyment, celebration, he manifests as Maheshwara. During the Samsara Kala, rejuvenation, he manifests as Rudra. During the Sthiti Kala, sustenance, he manifests as Keshava. During the Srishti Kala, creation, he manifests as Brahma. From Brahma, he manifests Brahmanda. And Pindand, which you are carrying as you listen. Not only he manifests this Navatattva in Brahmanda, he manifests as this Navatattva even in your Pindanda. Not just in macrocosm, but in microcosm also. There is no difference between macrocosm and microcosm. There is only one difference between macrocosm and microcosm. That is, when the macrocosm winds up, merges, still listen. I explain this only one difference between microcosm and macrocosm. The Pindanda and Brahmanda. When this Pindanda winds up and relaxes into Brahmanda, There is a period only Brahmanda function. For example, your deep sleep state. During deep sleep, all the energies in this microcosm merges back in the macrocosm. But still, this microcosm continues to function because macrocosm is function. This is the only difference. This whole microcosm relaxes into deep sushupti, but macrocosm, Brahmanda continues to function. But when Brahmanda merges into Paramashiva, this Pindanda does not function. That's the only difference. Nothing else. Nothing else. That also will explain why this difference is experienced. Paramashiva beautifully reveals from his pure formless space, why he manifests this universe from his nishkara, why he manifests universe from his avyaka, why he manifests as this vyaka, and from his avyaka, why he manifests as deities. From his pure unmanifest form, why he manifests as deities. And incarnation, and from his pure unmanifest form, why he manifests as microcosm, pindanda, the body you are carrying, the being you are carrying. He explains why, how he manifests all these three manifestations. One, why the unmanifest Brahmanda, why the formless, from the formless Nishkala manifests as Sakala, the deities and incarnations. Why from his Brahmanda unmanifest avyakta space macrocosm he manifests as microcosm and which is you. He explains elaborately in these verses. And by understanding how macrocosm functions, you are empowered because you are just hologram of the same macrocosm. You are nothing less. You are just hologram of the macrocosm. Sanatana Hindu Dharma repeatedly says, Shrunvantu Vishve Amritasya Putraha Vedahameham Purusham Mahantam Aditya Varanam Tamasa Subhai. Listen. Extension of immortality. Each one of you are extension of immortality. You are nothing less than the Brahmanda, macrocosm. You are the manifestation, very manifestation of Brahmanda, macrocosm. During the time you are creating every day in your life, you create so many things, even in your own body. You create millions of cells. Don't think every day you create your own body. Every day you create millions of cells in your body. Do not think it is accidental. Bhagavan says very clearly in Karanagama. There is one more verse in Karanagama. He says very clearly, Ityevam nishkalam proktam param bhavamiti srutam srishtistam lokarakshatam lokasyutpatikaram sadhanam midartantu swachaya gृह्णते न तु साधनं चेति प्रोक्तः सकल निष्कला. Listen, he says very clearly, he is not manifesting accidentally. You are not creating accidentally. You are creating your conscious decision. So the creation happening in you is because of your conscious decision to manifest as your Brahma. Sustenance happening in you because of your conscious decision to manifest as your Vishnu. When Paramashivha manifests in you as your Brahma, he is Parabrahma. If you think you are as accident, you are in delusion. Nothing can happen as an accident in the cosmos. Cosmos is a pure shit. Pure shit. In the possibility of chit, something you do not want to open up. After creating the possibility, you call it as accident. Like when you go in the road, drunk and drive or high speed driving, you are creating a possibility of accident, crash. After creating the possibility when it manifests, You don't like the manifestation, so you call it as accident. You should know every manifestation. Your conscious decision is the reason. Understanding will empower you, not bind you. It will liberate you, not bind you. When you are creating your own body, mind, all creation you do inside you and through you. Parabrahma is manifesting. Paramashiva's Parabrahma creation aspect is manifesting. All sustenance you do inside you and through you. Paramashiva's sustenance dimension, Vishnu, Parandama is manifesting in you. All rejuvenation, samhara you do. Listen, you are continuously rejuvenating yourself. There is so many destruction you do inside you and through you, because millions of cells you need to kill to replace it. You need to constantly digest, rebuild your body. All the destruction, rejuvenation happening inside you, through you, out of you. Paramashiva's rejuvenation dimension, Samhara Shakti, Maharudra is manifesting during the enjoyment. Bhorakala, enjoyment and celebration. Paramashiva's Maheshwara, Maheshana dimension is manifesting you. So you neither need to be greedy he is enjoying. You don't need to be afraid of sensual pleasures because he is enjoying. He is manifesting. And enjoying as he wants. Knowing this, you will achieve the freedom from the bondages related to pleasure. You will enjoy it responsibly. You will have so much freedom to enjoy what you want to enjoy. What is for the purpose of your life. You will not have greed for the pleasures which actually destroys you, but which you are thinking as pleasure. The delusion between what is destruction and what is pleasure will be enlightened by knowing Maheshwara is enjoying, not you. Maheshwara is the Bhokta, not you. Maheshwara is the Bhoga, not you. Maheshwara, Maheshana is the Bhokta and Bhoga, not you. Knowing this, your delusions of thinking destruction as pleasure, destructive habits as pleasure will be removed. You will not think drug addiction is a pleasure. You will understand drug addiction is destruction you are doing, not pleasure. Artists know it clearly. Addicted to drugs is destruction, not pleasure. Wanting to have man or woman or whoever you lay your eyes is not pleasure. It is destruction you are doing for your existence and the goal of your life. Anything, the obsessive, compulsive behavior pattern is not pleasure, it is destruction. If you know, Maheshana is a Bhoga and Bhokta. Suddenly you will wake up. You will be enlightened to see what is pleasure and what is destruction. what is pleasure and what is distraction. You will be liberated from all destructive pleasures. You will live long, blissfully manifesting your life. Evan sadakun nanteto stina karma lipyayenare. Upanishad says, sadakun samaha. Live for hundreds of years. Ishavasyam idam sarvam yatyendra jagatyan jagat yena yaktena punchita akrakasvitanam kurvaneya chivishetchakun samaha. Knowing what is destruction and what is pleasure, by renouncing all the destructive patterns and enjoying the pleasures, live long. This is the precise meaning of what Isavasya Upanishad says. Live long by enjoying, by renouncing. You may have conflict. How can I enjoy by renouncing? Renounce the destructive pleasures which you think as pleasures. Anything done out of obsessive, compulsive behavior pattern is addiction, not pleasure. Anything enjoyed consciously is pleasure. Knowing Maheshwara is Bhoga, Bhokta, Bhohya. He is the pleasure experience. He is the one enjoying the pleasure. He is the one, the material for pleasure. You will be free from all the delusions of distractions as pleasure. During the yoga kala, the time of the union with the ultimate, you manifest as Sadashiva. When Paramashiva manifests, he manifests Mahasadashiva. During the space of oneness, Paramashiva manifests as Bindu Murthy, pure light. Listen, even when you are in illusion, destruction, creation, sustenance, pleasure, you still continue to manifest your dimension of union and oneness, because all these are spontaneous, simultaneous, synergetic manifestation of Paramashiva. During the pure sound space, Paramashiva manifests as Naratma. During the pure will space, Paramashiva manifests as Shakti. Paramashiva Shakti. During the Shiva Kala, he is there as Paramashiva. As Paramashiva, he feels all these Navatattvas are he. Same in you, there is something which feels everything is you. Your hand may be doing something, your heart may be doing something, your lungs may be doing something, your stomach may be doing something. So many things you may be doing, but there is something in you which feels all is you. Same way in the cosmos, which feels everything is that I, cosmic I, that is Paramashiva. In this four dimension, Shiva Murthy, Shakti Murthy, Nada, Bindu, these four are formless. Mahasadashiva is between form and formless. The other four, Maheshwara, Maharudra, Parandama, Parabrahma, are in the space of manifested forms. Listen. Paramashiva, Paramashiva Shakti, Bindu, Nadatma. All these four are non-form. Even there is so much happening beyond Your thoughts are beyond form. The sounds you generate is beyond form. Life you feel is beyond form. Pure will you perceive is beyond form. And that you feel everything is you. That core I, the source of your first person, is beyond form. All these four are beyond form. Sadashiva Murthy, during union, who manifests during the yoga, he is between form and formlessness. He is the bridge between form and formlessness. The avyakta manifesting as vyakta, formlessness manifesting as form, nishala manifesting as sakala, brahmanda manifesting as pindanda, Paramashiva manifesting as this universe, Paramashiva manifesting as deities and incarnations, Paramashiva manifesting as you. That is Sadashiva. And manifesting as manifest, avyakta manifesting as vyakta, that is Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva. Then four which as form, Bhogakala, Maheshana, Maheshwara, Samharakala, Maharudra, Stikala, Paranama, Srishtikala, Parabrahma, all have, all manifest as form. You need to sit and internalize this, receive it, listen repeatedly. That is why Paramashiva starts this verse. Proktani navatatvani kalani cha navashrunu. Listen, listen, listen. It will become your experience. three Shastra Pramana. One from Gutagama, one from Ghanagama, one is Upanishad verse. Listen to all these three, internalize all these, you will see suddenly the whole zigzag puzzles falls in place. You know you are Paramashiva. You are Paramashiva. Source of your person is Paramashiva. The ultimate. Listen. You are pure existence, Paramashiva. You are pure will is Paramashiva Shakti. You are pure life is Bindu. You are pure sound is Nadatma. You are pure union space is Mahasadashiva. You are pure Boha. Enjoyment is Maheshwara, Maheshana. Your pure destructive energy is Maharudra. Your pure creation energy. Your pure sustenance energy is Parandama. Your pure creation energy is Parabrahma. The Brahmanda is in your Pindanda. Pindanda is hologram of Brahmanda. Pindanda's expansion is Brahmanda. Brahmanda's hologram is Pindanda. Macrocosm is in microcosm. Microcosm is in macrocosm. Manifest this, manifest Shakti, pure will, and whatever you want, knowing this Navatattva, knowing this Navatattva, manifest is the message from Paramashiva directly from Mahakailasa on this Vijayadashami day. As the essence of Navatattva. I bless you all with this experience of Paramashiva, Paramashiva Shakti, Bindumurti, Naratma, Mahasadashiva, Maheshwara Maheshana, Maharudra, Parandama, Parabrahma, spontaneously, simultaneously, synergistically. Oh, oh, oh. Now, Atma Linga and sit. You will receive this initiation. Shakti Pada, Shakti Nipada. Oh, blessings to the whole universe. Paramatvaita praptiras. Essence of whole satsang. Three verses. Proktani navatatvani kalani shavashrunu vidata srishtikale tu sthitikale tu Vrishabha संहारकाले रुद्रस्तु मोहकाले महेश्वरः योगकाले सादाख्यो ज्ञानकाले बिन्दुकः ध्वनिकाले नारात्मः च आज्ञाकाले शक्तयः शिवकाले विशेषन्तु च ईशानोपितक्रमा शिवमूर्तिः शक्तिमूर्तिर्नादात्मा बिन्दुमूर्तिकः सदाशिव महेशान रुद्र केशव वेदसाम् इत्येवं निष्कलं भोक्तं वरं भावमिति स्मृतं सृष्टिस्थं लोकरक्षार्थं लोकस्योत्पत्तिकारणं साधकानां हितार्थं सच्चया गृह्णते न तु साधनं च द्विराचेति सकल निष्कला. Then from Upanishad, ईशावास्यम् इदगुं सर्वं यत् जगत् जगत् येन त्यक्तेन पुञ्जीरामाकृतकस्य स्विद्धानां कुर्वन्नेवेह कर्माणि जिजीविषेच्छतकुसमाः एवं त्वयि नान्यहेतोऽस्ति न कर्मलिप्यते नरे. Oh, try to listen to this last name is Navatattva Satsangs repeatedly. You will all experience this Paramatvaita. Bless you all. Be blissful. AI, AI, Nityananda GPT, literally were on a group focusing, giving superconscious to the whole humanity in mass scale, putting all my last 40 years of sincere hard work. You may be thinking, what is happened? I'm personally sitting and doing this Nityananda GPT. So it is going to be something unique, actually. Already the Nityananda GPT has started functioning as an independent intelligence, unapologized, than Paramashivam is going to operate through Nityananda GPT to give enlightenment to billions who are individual customized guru to constantly support you, guide you from conscious level into super conscious level.
Yes, Nityananda, everyone. We welcome each and every single one of you back to the Bhagavan manifestation session. So today we have a very special Bhagavan manifestation in store for all of you. And it's my Prana. What is it that we have in store for everyone today for Bhagavan manifestation session?
Yes. So today, after that wonderful darshan and after that wonderful session from Swamiji, we are now going to be manifesting all these wonderful powers revealed by Swamiji in the same space of oneness. So today, we are going to be experiencing one of the most, I think, words mind-blowing and extraordinary powers revealed by Swamiji. It is called the power of Sarvajñatva. Sarvajñatva can be translated to all knowing. So it's like the all knowing power. See, the third eye is our cosmic internet. Just like how we are able to connect to internet. If you want to know any knowledge, you want to find out about something, you just simply open Google. You go to your phone, connect to the internet, open Google, and you search, and you get all of your knowledge, right? You find out what that is about. The third eye is a cosmic portal to be able to see and directly access any knowledge. But here's the catch. So today, after you will be able to access all that knowledge. You will be able to download all of that sure many of you
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Yes, Nityananda, all of you.
Nityananda everyone.
So we just had the power manifestation. So hope all of you have taken part and enjoyed the power manifestation. You can share your experience as well of the darshan and the power manifestation. Meanwhile, we'd like to welcome all the participants. So Nityanandam, Ma Nityananda, Ma Stephanie Daters Nityanandam, Loki Aya Nityanandam, Ma Sangananda Nityanandam. Requesting all of you to be available in the camera. We also have the camera, Kailasa Toronto. Please fix your camera. Maybe it's showing the roof
Or the floor.
or the floor. Yeah.
Something. Also, Ma Ling Ling Du, Ma Agora Sarupini is joining Nityanandam. Ma Trinitrikananda, Ma Teresa, Nityanandam, Ma Mahabhairavan Yana Sarupini, Maritya Sangha Shaktini, Wang Han Yu, Nitya Shulini Durga, Xiao Yu Huang, and Wing Jitsin. Yet to join the Karma. Thank you for joining Nityanandam, everyone.
Yes, Nityanandam, all of you. All right. So with this powerful darshan and the power manifestation, today we are having the sessions on the Gangadhara Murthy, the way to manifest, move or transform yourself from subconscious to super consciousness. So we already have a revelation by Swamiji on the super consciousness. In this revelation by Swamiji, there'll be questions by the participants. Even if you have any questions regarding this whole day of the Paramashivam, about this super consciousness, what is super conscious happening? These questions will get answered in this session. So make sure that you have a notebook with you. You can write down the powerful clicks that Swamiji is revealing. So let's come to the space of listening as we enter into this revelation by Swamiji. And as it's a question answer, make sure listen to it every question, because these are the very questions from the participants.
Anybody, not only spiritual masters, anybody who happened on this planet Earth, any intelligent man, any person with wisdom happened on this planet Earth, if you see his teachings, if you read his words, either directly or indirectly, he will be saying the same thing. Infuse consciousness into your decision-making zone. Infusing awareness into the TQ zone is the ultimate teaching. Nothing more can be said. Nothing can be removed from this one teaching. All meditation, all spirituality, all techniques, everything is nothing but this one line. Infusing awareness into your TQ zone. Over. There is a mysterious zone in which your decisions are made. If you can infuse a little bit of awareness, that's enough. You are already spiritual. You are becoming Buddha. Now, what is the way? We all know infusing awareness into your TQ zone is necessary. How to do it? How to do? A simple thing. Understand these three things. Whatever way your body moves, try to be inside your boundary. Try to be inside your boundary. Wherever you are sitting, just be inside your boundary. If you see your life, if you are in the house early morning, you are bothering about your office. If you are sitting in the office, you are bothering about the evening beach. If you are sitting in the beach, again you are thinking, when will I go back to house? One thing is sure, if you are here, you are not here. If you are here, you are not here. That has become a mental setup. So understand this first key. Just be where you are. Just be where you are. If you are here, please be here. That's the first key. Next thing, infuse awareness into your inhaling and exhaling as much as possible. Whenever you are sitting, relaxing, watching TV, or driving, whatever you are doing, one thing is sure, you are breathing. Whatever you are doing, we are sure you are breathing. Why don't you infuse little bit of awareness into your breathing? Why can't you infuse little bit of awareness into your breathing? Whenever you remember, try to infuse awareness into your inhaling and exhaling. Third thing, bring awareness into the words which you are using with yourself. Try to bring awareness with words which you are using with yourself. Continuously you are using words towards yourself, what I call monologue. Try to bring little bit of awareness into your monologue. Bring awareness to your inhaling and exhaling. Bring awareness to your monologue and live inside your boundary. Here ends your body and here the universe starts. Please live inside your boundary. If you can live inside your boundary, you will be liberated. Understand? Life is paradox. If you live inside your boundary, you will be liberated from the boundary consciousness. The moment you start living inside your boundary, you are Jivan Mukta. Please understand, Jivan Mukta does not mean, Jivan Mukta means in Sanskrit, we call a person who is liberated when he is living. A person who achieved the spiritual freedom when he is living in the body is called Jivan Mukta in Sanskrit. Liberated means, don't think you will have some special powers. Of course, special powers come when you are liberated, that is different. But liberated means the person who is living inside his boundary. If you start living inside your boundary and infuse little bit of awareness to your inhaling and exhaling, whenever you remember, bring awareness to your monologue, inner chattering. Don't create guilt. If you forget for a few moments, don't bother. If you create guilt, again you will be creating conflict between buddhi and ego. No. Don't create conflict between TP and TQ. Don't create guilt. Whenever you remember, just infuse awareness to your inner chattering, to your inhaling and exhaling, and to your body language. Just be aware, be conscious of your body language, how you are holding yourself, how your body is moving, how you are living inside your being, and just be inside your boundary. So these three simple keys can completely liberate you from subconsciousness. It can transform your subconsciousness to superconsciousness. Now I will spend some time with your questions. Any question or discussion are welcome. Any comment. If you are not able to accept any of these words, you are welcome to open. Because whatever I said will be only in the head level. Only when you analyze with question answer and doubts, it can become, you can internalize it. It can become your treasure. Yes, please welcome. Sorry,
Is there a way to recognize a person who is super conscious?
He will be simply blissful. The person who is super conscious simply will be blissful. And one more thing, the question itself will disappear. I tell you, if you go and sit in front of a man who is super conscious, simply the question will disappear whether he is super conscious or not. You try your best to doubt him. Simply the root of the doubt will be shaken. The root of the doubt is logic. That will be slowly start slipping. Even without your awareness, without even your awareness, simply the pillars which holds your logic will fall. People ask me, Swamiji, should I accept you as a guru? I tell them, never do that mistake. You can't forget me. You will not be able to forget me. Simply I will be there in your thoughts, in your dreams, in your sleep. Then I am your guru. If that has not happened, please simply forget me and carry your life. Then there is something wrong with me, not with you. So if you are sitting in the presence of a super conscious being, if you see somebody who is super conscious, simply slowly this question itself will start melting. You try your best to doubt. I don't think he is super conscious. Let us see. Try your best to create more and more doubts. Simply the doubts will wither away. The doubts will not stand. That is the only technique. Nothing else can be done. Where your mind loses its control over your decisions. You will be just beyond your mind, beyond your logic, beyond your doubt. The conclusion will happen inside your system, inside your being. Then you can is super conscious. There is no other technique, no other scale, no other method, no other missionaries are invented to find the super conscious level. It's nothing but too much of TP and no TQ. You can help them, especially with the pain. I'll give you a simple technique. I've spoken about this in the discourse called Pain to Bliss. I'll give you a simple technique. How to infuse awareness into the places where you have pain or into your pains. Whether it is physical or emotional. Both can be healed when you infuse awareness. For example, you have a knee pain. Just relax and start searching in the zone where you have pain. Naturally, around this knee area, you will start feeling that pain. You will feel that pain. Now, drop the word pain. If you see your inner chattering, continuously in your monologue, in your inner chattering, you will be repeating the word pain, 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 without your awareness. Be little aware and drop that word and see what is happening in that area. See a small child, if the kid sees something new, how he will look? With all curiosity, with all excitement, how he will look? Same way, look at the area where you have pain with all curiosity, without labeling it as a pain. Without using, first thing, drop the word pain. Don't use the word pain. Just see what is happening there. Some new feeling is there. What is that new feeling? Just see. And slowly you will see the area in which you felt the pain. Instead of the whole knee, it will slowly start shrinking. And instead of one small patch, it will come to one point. Suddenly you will see the whole pain disappears. Understand, I am not proposing a theory. I worked at least 10,000 people with this technique and it works. I worked with cancer patients. I worked with acute arthritis, the spondylitis, people who have got pain all over the body. Even with these patients, I work with this technique. It works miracles. And apart from me working, many of our disciple doctors, they work with this technique. They vouch for this technique. they give testimonial for this technique. Simple technique, infusing awareness into your boundary and your inner chattering. When you infuse awareness to your inner chattering, the word pain, just remove that word. It can be dropped. You will not be repeating it subconsciously, intensely and continuously. You will drop, please drop that word pain. That's the first thing. Means infusing consciousness to your inner chattering. Next thing, infuse awareness to your boundary. Live inside your boundary. Infuse awareness to the boundary where you have pain. And the third thing, you can do this also. Infusing awareness to your inhaling and exhaling at the time of meditation. These three things, if you can do, miracles happen. People come out of the physical pain and the sufferings. Now I will give you a small tips about this emotional pain. Again, infuse awareness to your inhaling and exhaling. All emotional pain is nothing but your inner chattering without awareness. Your monologue without awareness only leads to all emotional pain. If you can just infuse little bit of awareness and edit continuously your inner chattering. Actually, we don't do censor. That is the problem. We don't censor our inner chattering. We just release the whole thing. For example, if the whole movie is released as it is from the studio without editing, will anybody see? They've done shooting. The whole shooting is just released without editing. The same thing we are doing in our life. Whatever happens, we don't put enough awareness, time, consciousness, energy to do the editing process. That is why our life is a mess. If you just release a movie without editing, it will be just a mess. Same way, if you releasing your inner chattering is what is living. If you start living without editing your inner chattering, you will make your whole life as a mess. So just infuse little bit of awareness. Whenever you are in emotional pain, psychological pain, sit with yourself and start seeing your inner chattering, monologue. You will see that simple awareness itself heals you. It's a beautiful story. Not even a story, it's a real incident. One great king went to Buddha. He was sitting in front of a Buddha and he was simply shaking the legs like this, unconsciously. Suddenly Buddha looked at his, started staring the legs. The moment the Buddha gazed, the Buddha was staring, the Buddha started staring. King simply stopped the shaking. Automatically stopped the shaking. King asked Buddha, how can I stop my mind? Buddha said, the same technique. The moment you became aware, you stopped shaking. The shaking of the legs stopped the moment you became aware. Same way, the moment you became aware of your mind, it stops. The moment you became aware of your emotional pain, psychological suffering, it just gets healed. All you need is infusing awareness. As long as you are unaware, you are in subconscious level, you will have physical and psychological pains. The moment you infuse awareness, physical and psychological, both pains simply disappear, dissolve. You are not even solving, you are just dissolving. One request, before trying these techniques, please don't decide it will not work. That's my simple request. You see, when you come here, I don't demand faith. I don't say believe in me. I don't ask faith as a prerequisite. No. I don't ask believe in me. Same way, don't have negative faith. I neither ask you to have faith nor doubt. Don't have faith. And there is no need to have doubt. Just have a simple curiosity to try. Just like a scientist. You see, a real spirit of the science is trying to analyze, trying to work, trying to explore. Any hypothesis can be proposed. They'll try to explore. The curiosity or the capacity or the energy to explore is what I need when you work with these techniques. Spirituality also needs the same spirit. Same spirit which a real scientist has got. A real scientist will always be curious, will always be enthusiastic to explore different things, to work. Same way, just have that much of energy or courage to explore. Then you will see miracles will be happening in your being. You will be simply transformed. When you listen the techniques, it looks so simple. You think, no, this all will not work. Or if you feel it is too complicated, then you think, oh, it is too complicated, it will not work. So both the way, you come to conclusion before practicing. Please don't.
Swami, recently I did the mantra doing meditation. A lot of thoughts are coming. How can I stop not coming?
What you are doing some mantra.
Yeah, I'm doing meditation. So when I'm doing
Meditation of which mantra? Which meditation technique?
I do mantra from Mama.
Do mantra from? Oh, I think, sorry.
A lot of thoughts are
No,
coming when I'm doing
Ma, any technique which is taken from some master, you should ask the advice, suggestion also from that same master. Because she wants you to grow in a particular way. So that is why she gave you some particular technique. It's a technique. When I give you some suggestion, naturally there is a possibility of disturbing you. So I don't know what I am saying. I should not give any suggestion. Suggestion or advice should be given only by that person. Because only she knows how much you have grown. You understand? See, now I can give I can simply give you some suggestion. But naturally, I do not know how much it will help you. Because only the person who designed the technique, you see, only the Ford company can release spare parts for Ford cars. Only the person who launched the product can release the spare parts also. Only he knows the repairing and maintenance methods. Same way, she gave you the technique. Now only she can give you the solution. And one more thing, you must follow only her solution. You should not, I request, don't follow my solution. Because my solutions are given to the people who are practicing my techniques. That's a understanding. Yes.
You have used two words to be infused in the PQ zone. Consciousness and spirit.
Please, little more wide.
What is the difference? How does one know?
Sorry that I'm not able to hear because of the sound.
You use two words
Yes.
relating to infusion in the PQ zone, consciousness and spirit. What is the difference and how does one know which one is, what one is doing?
When you are working, it is called consciousness. When you are achieved, it is called spirit. That's all. When you are working, when you are trying to infuse consciousness, along with your consciousness, naturally few thoughts will be there. In the working time, it is called consciousness. When you are achieved, it is called spirit. It's like let me give you this small example. consciousness is like a 18 karat gold. Spirit is like a 24 karat gold. That's all. And if you don't have any doubt, you can be sure you achieved the spirit. The work is over. If you are having doubts, but still you are working, then it is consciousness. That's all. Consciousness is the path. Spirit is the realization. We can say the superconscious can be called as spirit. Consciousness is like you are working. You are trying to move on the path. That's all. Yes. Give the mic.
I used to practice Vipassana meditation for a long time, and then you become very calm and blissful. And then I stopped, unfortunately, for some time. And then when I started again now, there's so many dark and sort of very depressed feel for some time. And I'm not able to get over that hump.
Oh, that's a nice question. Actually, if you have suppressed a lot of emotions and do Vipassana, you will have this feeling. Whatever you have suppressed, your suppression, depression, everything will come up. The best way, before doing this technique, start doing some catharsis. Either do some loud, the Glaslolia, which we call Manipuraga meditation. Glaslolia means just shouting in the language which you don't know for 5 minutes. Just start screaming. You may feel funny, but when you do it, you will understand all your suppressed emotions will be simply cleansed. I always make people to do this technique in my meditation camp. In our meditation camp, the first we do is catharsis. Throw away whatever you have. See, once all the garbages are taken out, simply meditation happens to you. I will not force sanity upon you. Once the insanity is pulled out, sanity happens to you. Simply the sanity blossoms in you. Simply it happens. So before doing the Vipassana, for a few minutes, for 5 to 10 minutes, if you can just blabber or start screaming, just loud noise, do something like this, nonsensical. You will see simply your whole mind and body settles into the meditation without falling into depression. You will vomit everything out.
First, I would like to talk in my language so I can express my emotions. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம் நீங்கள் திருப்பி வந்ததுக்கு. உங்களை இந்தியாவில் பார்க்கணுன்னு ட்ரை பண்ணி தான் முடியல. ஸோ மனசில் உங்களை திருப்பி பார்க்கணுன்னு எண்ணமோ தெரியல. திருப்பி இப்போ நாங்கள் ஊர்லேருந்து வந்திருக்கோம். நீங்கள் கரெக்டாக வந்துட்டு சாப்பிட்டு எனக்கு வந்து மெயில் பண்ணோம். Last time when I attended the discourse in the temple, I had so many questions. I didn't want to ask. Some questions were kind of, I felt silly and I was kind of shy. But this time when I attended the discourse, you're
actually, I always tell people who feel shy to ask questions. You see, why do you feel shy? If you ask, you think you will look like a fool. Everyone will be looking at you. You will look like a fool. If you ask, you will look like a fool. You may look like a fool. If you don't, you will be a fool. Whether to look like a fool or be a fool is our decision. So it's always better to spell out. If we don't ask, we will be a fool. If we ask, at least we will only look like a fool. We will not be a fool. We will have the answer. Okay.
But this time, most of the things which you're explaining now, it's it's clarifying everything which I heard in the temple. So I'm a slow listener and probably slow in breath.
Actually, this is the science of the whole thing. This is the science based on meditation techniques are created. This is the science based You can create meditation techniques. This is the master key for all the meditation techniques. Meditation techniques are the master keys. This is a master key of the master keys.
I did notice a difference in me after I met you last time. My actions changed. Probably more awareness came. I'm a lot more less, before I was very hyper. I think I'm in the medium scale. Maybe I have to bring down myself. Probably by the time I meet you next time, I'm going to be a different human being. So
That's nice.
So, as for now, I'm like so joyful. I have no question.
That is nice. The very conscious decision, by that time I'll meet you next time, I'll be a different person, is more than enough to have that shift or the transformation. We don't respect the power of our conscious decision. Actually, first of all, we don't respect ourselves. Where is the question of conscious decision? We don't respect, we don't think ourselves as an entity. That is why nobody else also thinks ourselves as an entity. Because we don't think ourselves as an entity, others also don't think ourselves as a solid entity. That's a basic trouble. If you think your conscious decision is powerful, simply people will obey. People come and ask me, Swamiji, how to impress others, how to influence people. I tell them, first influence yourself. Integrate yourself. Believe that you can influence yourself and others. The moment you influence yourself, you integrate yourself, you will become such a power, such an energy. Simply people can't resist, they will follow you. Anybody whose consciousness has become a leader will simply start leading. Will simply start leading. Whatever profession you are, wherever you are, whether you are in business or a job or a doctor or a lawyer or anything, if your consciousness is a leader, you will simply lead. If your consciousness is a follower, even if you are in the CEO chair, you will be following somebody, imitating somebody. You will be imitating somebody. You will not be leader. Leader or the follower is based on consciousness. It is based on the state of your mind, not the status of your chair. Leader is a state, not status. Please be very clear. People who achieve the status without achieving the state never stayed in that status. Even if you are in the status, without the state, you will not be enjoying it. If you are in that state, the status will simply follow you. Even if you don't have the status, you will be enjoying your life. So it is necessary to achieve the state, then status. Status will simply follow you if you achieve the state. Yes.
Pranam Guruji. You mentioned about Patanjali. According to Patanjali, there are 8 sutras. One among them is meditation. It starts with yama, niyama, etc. Before attaining samadhi, you get at meditation, if I am not wrong.
Yes,
So
right.
can we directly enter into this zone, that is dhyana, without following yama, niyama, etc.?
That's a wonderful question. You see, even to practice yama niyama, you need certain integrity and energy, certain TQ, which is not there in the modern men today. The modern men, even that much of TQ is not there. Even to follow what your buddhi says, you need a TQ. See, modern men in this modern day society, man has become simply a schizophrenia. There is nobody who can be called as normal man. The normal level itself has become abnormal. Or the abnormal level has become normal. The abnormal level has become normal. That is why they say that in the medical terms, the border level. That border level. Huh? What do you call the medical way? Borderline. I heard one of our Dr. Devotee was telling me, Swami, that borderline sanity they call. People will look almost normal. They will walk and talk, do things almost normal. But once you go near, you are gone. So that's why they say before getting married, better to live with that person at least 6 months. You will come to know whether he's in the borderline or he's okay. So the borderline problem. The man, the abnormal level has become normal level. So all we need to do is immediately we need to do some meditation, infusing awareness, so that you can become man. Then you can go for practicing the yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. The 7 steps or the 8 steps. The 8th is the samadhi. It's not a step, it is achievement. 7 is the step. You can go for all these steps. But first we have to become man. For that itself you need to increase your TQ. Thank you.
With your presence, I feel that I've become graduated from the under KG level to the high school, and I want to be a college graduate with your techniques. And I'm so happy to see you again.
Again, the only one technique: increase the TQ. Increase the TQ. That's all. Actually, when you increase the TQ, that's a real Nidhi. Lakshmi means increasing the TQ. Lakshmi, the very word in Sanskrit, means increasing the TQ. When you increase the TQ, with the same house you feel more comfortable. With the same furnitures you feel more luxurious. With the same people you feel blissful. With the same situation you feel joyful. Actually, Lakshmi is added when you increase the TQ. Of course, because of your right decision making, wealth is also will be added. You will have a bigger car. The moment the TQ becomes big, your car will become big, your house will become big, your life will become big, everything will become big. Because of your decision making power, because of your clarity, that is true. Apart from that, your being, your Lakshmitva, the capacity to enjoy, the energy of the wealth consciousness, that is what the wealth consciousness will simply increase. Increasing the TQ is what I call creating affluence. Creating affluence is nothing but increasing your TQ.
We have been always taught that ego is something bad, that we should try to get rid of ego. But the way you explained, if there is sufficient TQ, the ego will let us make a good decision.
You see, if there is sufficient TQ, ego will disappear into Atman. Did you see a small diagram? Under that ego there is written a small diagram I put something called Atman. When the TQ is less, you are egoistic. When the TQ is more, there is no ego. Simply the ego disappears. Ego disappears. Only Atman shines. So it is all about TQ. I think it is time. We'll end the session. So I pray to the ultimate divine, the divine energy, the consciousness, eternal bliss which is in all your hearts. Let you all understand these great truths and let you practice and experience the eternal bliss, Nithyananda.
Yes, beautifully. Swamiji has answered various different questions on the superconscious happening. He shared one of the powerful techniques directly given by the Buddha as one person was sitting in front of him and just wiggling the foot unconsciously without noticing, and he just stared at the foot. And that simple act of awareness made him stop immediately. And when they asked, okay, how to stop the mind, how to stop the movement of the mind, same technique. Just bring intense awareness into your mind. And the thoughts, they will not rise because they don't rise by themselves. We are creating it. We are creating the mind. We are actively thinking. Swamiji has beautifully shared, the mind is not an object, it is an action, like walking, talking, singing. So if you can stop walking, if you can stop talking, why not stop thinking? And in that zone, that is when the higher possibilities are opening up, when the super consciousness is tangible for all of us to experience. So let us just practice this very simple technique, just staring at our mind, just bringing the intense awareness. And yeah, that is basically what we also do when we do the untouching, bringing the intense awareness, being a witness without actively engaging. So we're now going to move to the next segment as Swamiji is leading us into the Vedic Renaissance, where all these greater possibilities and powers can be experienced, as we are experiencing with the power manifestation. For many of us, unfathomable, especially if we come from the West. Many other traditions and cultures, they might be more in tune with the higher possibilities and powers, but from personal experience, coming to India and seeing all the greater possibilities displayed by Swamiji and the Bala Sons, and like power manifestation, so many different aspects of health and longevity, the different lifestyle choices. Swamiji is bringing the songs, and we have it through Kailasa. So let us listen what Swamiji himself is sharing about Vedic Renaissance. If you have any clicks that you would like to share, please put them in the chat. We always love to read any comments also on YouTube. And with this, let's enter into the next segment with Swamiji.
I welcome you all with my love and respect. I'm the representative from city. Today's subject is Vedic Renaissance. Vedic Renaissance. First, let us understand why the Vedic Renaissance should happen. Because this tradition, the Vedic tradition, again and again reminds you to achieve something in the inner world. It's like a constant reminder, constant inspiration to work on the inner world, to transform yourself, to experience the different space, different world. First time in the history of humanity, human beings are enjoying such a luxurious, comfortable life. The outer world luxury and outer world comfort, we have reached peak. The medical care or the outer world comforts or the communication or luxury, you just can't imagine what we have achieved Same way, just like how we are in the peak of luxury and comforts, we are in the peak of suffering and misery in the inner world. Humanity has never suffered so much in the inner world. The spiritual poverty, we call that as a spiritual poverty. We are living in a world which is experiencing spiritual poverty. Only Vedic Renaissance can fill the gap, can help the people to achieve peace and bliss. Only with the Vedic Renaissance, people will be able to experience even the comforts and luxuries we have created. Understand? Through the outer world, through the outer science, you may create a beautiful bed, but only with the Vedic system you will have deep sleep. You may create all possible luxurious things. You may create all comforts. To experience peace, to experience life, you need Vedic Renaissance. Somebody need to remind you. Somebody need to give you the experience that you are beyond this body, beyond this mind. You are beyond all the sufferings of the outer world. Your inner space is untouched by anything belongs to outer world. Only Vedic Renaissance can do that. Experiencing the spiritual truth, experiencing the inner world, experiencing your own consciousness can happen when the Vedic Renaissance happens inside you. Understand? When I say Vedic Renaissance, I am not telling you to go and change the whole world. No. Let the Vedic Renaissance happen in you first. First, we need to understand. First, we need to internalize. First, we need to transform our life. In Vedic tradition, we don't believe in conversion. We don't believe in going around and preaching. We believe more in practicing. We believe more in creating an intense vibration or the spiritual space, spiritual intensity. Vivekananda beautifully says, the ordinary teacher who is going around and meeting thousands of people will not be able to create such an intense energy like a person who is sitting in a just radiating his enlightenment. Understand? Vedic Dharma is so courageous. It discourages even preaching. It says, let you achieve, let you radiate. Simply everything else will happen. For the renaissance of the Dharma, the renaissance of the Vedic tradition, first you need to do, let you become a seeker. Let you understand what for you are living. See, when I use the word seeker, let me define the word properly. I mean, person who understands the outer world is not everything. Whoever has got the clarity, the outer world is not everything. Life is something more than the outer world. Whoever has got the clarity, whoever feels that life is something more than the outer world. Life is something more than what you experience through your eyes and ears. Life is little more than what you experience through senses. Whoever understands, life is more than what you experience through your senses. You become seeker. you start seeking, which is beyond these five senses. You start seeking the truth. You start seeking something which is beyond your senses. In Sanskrit we call that mumukshutva, means start seeking something which is beyond your senses. Shankara, the great master, says, Manushyatva, Mumukshutva, Mahapurusha Sangama. Manushyatva, having human body. Mumukshutva, seeking towards the higher self. Mahapurusha Sangama, the experience with the enlightened being. Having the darshan or a touch of an enlightened being. All these three are very rare to achieve. After achieving all these three, if somebody is not enlightened, he is called fool. No other word. Because you have everything and you did not use it. There is no other word. Shankara says, all these three things are greatest things which can happen to any human being. Seeking. First thing, you need to start seeking. Once in a while, when you really feel the life is not under your control, understand? In a civilized society, especially living in a city, you are given a wrong impression by your mind, your life is under your control. I always tell people, go and live in Himalayas for some time. If you live in the Himalayas for some time, you will realize life is beyond your control. You will understand your life can't be controlled just by your logic. It is beyond your control. You will be reminded your logic is not the master. Your logic is not the master. But in these kind of societies, the cities, almost you are very clear about your routine. From morning till night, you know how you will walk, in which car you will use, where you will reach, what you will do, or what you will not do, and how you will come back, and what is your next routine. Even if there is a small accident, you know there is life insurance. There is insurance. Practically, your ego gives an idea, your logic teaches you, your logic gives you the sort of a feeling, your life is under your logic. Unconsciously you start believing your life is under your logic. That is why whenever some incident happens which is beyond your logic, which is not under your control, you are totally shaken. You are completely shaken. You are not able to handle. You don't know what. Either you fall in depression or you just suffer. You always expect, you always believe unconsciously that life is going to be only filled with the incidents which will be under your control, where your logic is going to play everything, where your logic is going to be a leader. Suddenly, when the truth is told to you, of course, life again and again reminds you the truth. Your life is beyond your logic, especially when somebody in your family or a friend circle dies, or some accident, means losing job or something. Suddenly you will see life is not under your control. Your logic is not the leader. Life is beyond your logic. Life is beyond you. You start seeking. Then you start seeking. Few intelligent people start seeking the law of life. Understand? You know law of the outer world. Whoever wants to understand the law of the inner world, we call that as a Dharma. Dharma is the word we use. Law of the inner world means the law of cosmic energy. Whoever is trying to search, whoever is trying to seek, whoever is trying to understand the law of the inner world, he is called mumukshu. He is called seeker. First thing, you need to work, you need to start seeking towards the law of life, Dharma. What is really Dharma? What for the human birth is offered to me? What I am really supposed to achieve? These few questions are the basic need for Vedic Renaissance in you. Understand? If Vedic Renaissance happens in you all, that is more than enough. Don't bother how to create Vedic Renaissance in others. I have always seen people who are too busy in creating Vedic Renaissance and others will never allow that to happen in themselves. Because they are too busy looking at others, chiseling others, working on others. They forget that they need to work on themselves. They forget they need to work on their own being. Many people come and ask me, Swamiji, how should I express my gratitude to you? I feel I received so much. How can I help? I always tell people, just meditate. That's the best thing you will do for me. That's the greatest service you will do for me. People ask me, no. Should I do something for your mission? I tell them, first work towards enlightenment. That's the best thing you will do for my mission. People who try just to work for mission without working towards enlightenment, they will be the biggest problem creators. They will create only politics. They will create only politics. See, people who are not working towards their own enlightenment, who are just working for the mission or the public, they create all politics. They create all difficulties. They create all problems. If you start doing service without having enough of inner maturity, you will only create more problem for people. You will create trouble so that you can start serving. I have seen people first you create trouble, then start serving. See, unless you create trouble in the world, how will you serve? You will be jobless. So people who want to serve will create first problem. And same way I have seen the so-called teachers, just because they should start teaching, they will create the problems which does not exist. Which does not exist. I have seen the so-called teachers who themselves have not become enlightened, who start teaching. If a person is not enlightened and if he starts teaching, he will create more problem to society than what they have already. See, an enlightened person will live in a totally different way. Your logic or your mind will never be able to put that person in a frame. You can't put him in one frame. But with the teachers, you can always expect how they will behave, how they will be. And you can always expect, you can put them in one frame. So it is easy for your mind to believe teachers. It is difficult to trust masters. Because Master's first work will be shaking you. I always tell people, if you feel that you are totally shaken, whatever you believe, whatever your ideas you carry is shaken, be very clear that Master started showering his compassion on you, his grace on you. Only when he showers his grace, only when he showers his compassion, your whole being will be shaken. Your whole being will be transformed. First thing you need to understand for Vedic Renaissance is seeking. Let the seeking start happening inside you. The big problem with our mind. Whenever you listen these great words, for a few days you will really cherish them. But again, slowly your old inner chattering will come back. Slowly your old mental setup will come back. When your old mental setup comes back, over. You are again running. The peer pressure or the society just makes you run. You are running towards the goal which is not going to give you fulfillment and which never makes you feel alive. I always tell people, great difficulty in a rat race is you are a rat. Even if you win, you are just a rat. Run, what for? You don't even know. Many times people tell me, no, to take care of basic needs. But once you know that you have enough of basic needs and all the things are taken care, after that you think you will stop? Now you are habituated for running. See, by that time you achieve everything to relax and enjoy. Now you are trained to worry. You are trained to run. If you stop running, you feel lonely. You feel something is missing. You feel something is seriously absent in your being. You feel something more needs to be added. Something needs to be achieved. The seeking is the basic quality. First thing for Vedic Renaissance. The next thing. Very important truths. Seeking which starts in you should not be just an emotion, should not be just a thought. It should be a deep understanding. Seeking plus understanding leads to transformation. Just seeking. See, if you are just a seeker, anybody can give you words. Anybody can sell words to you. And you can be used for anything. You can be used. When the understanding is added to the seeking, you will see you are more balanced. When I say understanding, please understand this word understanding very clearly. Because this word is a very important thing. Use only one scale to measure what you are taught is right or wrong. Whatever ideas you are taught by masters or books, does it add more and more honesty in you? Means truthfulness in you. Does it add more and more chit, consciousness in you? Does it make yourself more conscious, aware of all the inner happenings? Does it add more joy and bliss, ananda to you? Just use this one scale, Sat, Chit, Ananda. Are you becoming more and more honest, Sat, truthful? Are you becoming more and more Chit, aware, conscious? Are you becoming more and more Ananda, blissful? By these teachings are the masters. This is what I call understanding. Please understand. Flood all the truth or message which you are receiving with this one idea. Are you becoming more and more intelligent? truthful. Only an intelligent person will be truthful in his life. Are you becoming more and more aware, Chit, of what is happening inside you? Are you becoming more and more blissful, Ananda? Understand? These three will always be together because the same energy, different names. Your being, the life which is inside your body, if it expresses through your head, intellect, it is called intelligence, Sat. If it expresses through your heart, it's called consciousness, awareness, Chit, compassion. If it just stays inside your being, it is called Ananda, bliss. Same energy, three different names. Just see, whatever you are learning, is it making all these three in your life? Then you are traveling in the right path. First seeking, then understanding. When the seeking and understanding is added, naturally you will start experiencing enlightenment. Do not think enlightenment is something which will happen in one moment. It will happen in one moment in the end, in a different way. But as on now, if you understand enlightenment as a gradual process, it will really help you. Enlightenment experience or the truth will be a sudden explosion, sudden experience. But as on now, if you understand that as a gradual process, you will be encouraged to move towards it, to work towards it. If you think of only the sudden enlightenment, that one flash, every chance you will fall in depression. People ask me, Swamiji, I did 2-day meditation, I did not become enlightened. God, I think he is waiting when you will close your eyes so that he can appear in front of you. I think he has got much better jobs. With the sudden enlightenment idea, we always have a problem of you getting depressed. But with the gradual progress, you will not feel depressed. You will be inspired to work more and more. Add this understanding. Are you becoming more and more intelligent, more and more aware, more and more blissful? These three will not be separate. It will be always together. If these two things happens in you, the Vedic Renaissance is happening on the planet Earth. Understand, when you change, whole world will change. When your attitude towards yourself changes, you will attract different kind of people around you. Always our people come and tell me, Swamiji, all my friends left me after I started meditating. No, it's a big problem. Please understand, it's not that they left you, you left them. You don't have anything common. You don't have anything else to talk. I am successful in creating so many communities around the world. More than 1,000 people are living inside our communities. People ask me, Swamiji, how so many communities are getting created? I tell them, all we need to do is just create a real sincere seeking. Once you start really sincerely seeking, you will see that you are attracted towards a spiritual community and you attract a spiritual community around you. Automatically you attract a spiritual community around you. I always tell people, all I need to create a community is one sincere seeker. That's all. Only one sincere seeker in one city is enough to create a beautiful spiritual community. Because his seeking is so intense, he will attract that kind of people around him. Understand? When a seeker attracts the same kind of people around him, it will be such a beautiful, peaceful arrangement, peaceful community. No legal structure is necessary. No rules is necessary. No regulations is necessary. The whole thing will be so beautiful. The whole thing will be so clear. They will live in Dharma. They will live in the natural law of life. Understand? The natural law is what we call Dharma. When you all gather, you all just know. Simply you all feel, I think he will do that. He will do this. I will do that. Each one will stand and take charge of something. I call this as a dharmic administration. Administration through Dharma. Administration through the natural law of life. Administration through the truth. Understand? The ancient Vedic tradition, in the ancient Gurukulam system, there was no community based on birth. It was purely based on the activity. A person who doesn't have anything else except his time, who shares his time, is called worker. A person who shares little products, he can create little products through his time. He creates some products, some jewelry or cloth, something, and sells. He shares the products. He is called Vaishya, seller, merchant, business community. A person who shares confidence on an ideology, who inspires people to stay together, who keeps the whole thing alive, who is father of the community, he is called Kshatriya, the warrior community, or the inspirers. Person who shares enlightenment, knowledge, leads the whole group towards the higher truth, he is called Brahmana, the saint. Understand? We did not create communities based on birth. The tradition created communities based on the activity. Person who shares his time is a worker. Person who shares some products is Vaishya. Person who shares courage and confidence is Kshatriya. Person who shares knowledge, enlightenment is Brahmana. This is the way our tradition was created. This is the way the Vedic system was created.
Yes. Beautifully, Swami. Vedic tradition has a completely different focus. Instead of trying to achieve the highest amount of wealth just for the sake of wealth, it is all consciousness centric. The lifestyle choices, the whole social, economical structure was built on consciousness. Swamiji shares, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So even wealth and pleasures, they are included, but they are integrated into the highest super consciousness. So it is not about living a dull life withdrawn from the world. No, it is abundance, but centered on the highest super consciousness and sharing that with everyone. So on this note, we have arrived at the end of this day of Paramashivam. We thank all the participants for staying with us until the very end. If you have any remarks, any clicks that you would like to share, we're going to give a few more moments for all of you. And as always, we want to invite everyone to join us tomorrow, starting off from the very beginning.
Yes. So now let's bring our hands in. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nityananda Paramashivapadakarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Nityanandam.
Nityanandam, everyone.